I'm back. Was supposed to go into work today. I was going to work today and work at least from 11 to 5. But with my wife being in the hospital, in fact, I just spoke to her, waiting, I guess, until noon or thereabouts to see if they're going to transfer or have a room available for her at hospice. And be honest, I'm tired. I didn't sleep too well last night. I was trying to stay up and watch her and wipe her face and stuff because she was sweating a lot, in a lot of pain, and I was dozing off. And it's kind of hard to sleep in a chair, especially, when you're trying to watch out or keep an eye out on your loved one. Anyway, my boss said it's okay, perfectly okay if I miss today. They got enough people, she said. So I'm gonna go home, get me a shower, change, and then go check on my wife, see how she's doing. Um, I am back to the question again of if there's anyone out there who has had cancer, is facing cancer, or knows someone who is fighting with this disease. And I guess for me, my question again is, you probably heard this rumor or story about somebody who, or a couple or someone, old man or a lady, both, who supposedly discovered a cure for cancer decades ago and were willing to share it with people, give it away for free or little or very little, next to nothing or free. Unfortunately, the government found out about it and decided, oh no, we're shutting this down. We got to make money off this. So I'm a little disgusted, if you will, about that. Because if that's true, shame on you, America, for your greed and your selfishness. Knowing there are people out here who cannot afford to go to the hospital, cannot afford to go to get surgery. All this is about money. God, their money is God. God is their money. Their money is God. The surgeons, the pharmaceutical companies, the insurance companies, any and everyone who knows they can make a quick mint, a fast buck off of someone else's misery. Oh, you have cancer? That's good. Instead of you getting an all natural remedy or finding ways to combat it short of whatever, we'll give you chemo, we'll give you radiation, we'll cut you open, and we'll charge the living hell out of you for it, provided you live to begin with. That's what makes me mad, is knowing that there are greedy people in this world who know that not everyone is about money. I'm not going to sit here and pretend I'm a saint. I admit that I'm backslidden. I admit that I'm not where I should be spiritually with the Lord. But understand this. I know enough of my Bible to know that the Lord said to do justly and to love him and love and to show mercy. How can you love and do justly and show mercy when all you're thinking about is this? All you're thinking about is the greenbacks. All you're thinking about is the ducats, the big bucks. And there are people out here suffering, struggling just to take a breath, hoping that they'll get to see their loved ones. Like I said, if what I heard about this is true, about this alleged cure for cancer that they discovered years ago and the government stepped in and took it away, shame on you. Shame on you. Because you're going to have to stand before the God of all judgment. You're going to have to answer for your miserable, damnable greed. How dare you sit here and watch people suffer, knowing that they don't have to, because you have something out there that could help people and for way less and with less side effects and stuff than what chemo does or the surgeon cut into you would do. Shame on you, America, for your greed. You're going to have to stand before the God of all judgment, and you're going to have to answer for that. So my whole question again goes back to, is it true what I heard about them having found a cure for cancer decades ago and wanting to share it with other people who didn't have money, and the government stepped in and said, nope, we're not going to let you do that. We're nixing that. We're going to take over, and we're going to make money off of it. Greed. Nothing but greed. And it sickens me. It sickens me to sit there and watch my wife fight with a miserable disease that she shouldn't have to suffer because some damn buddy else wanted to make money off of her misery. And not just hers, but anyone who has ever been through cancer or any severe, serious illness, almost life-threatening illness to another human being. I mean, don't get me wrong. I would like to live comfortably like anyone else. I like to have a nice house. I like to drive a nice car. I like to be able to vacation once in a great blue moon to wherever, to Hawaii or Switzerland or France or what have you. I would love to be able to stay in a nice fancy hotel. And don't get me wrong, I do not the filth and the greed of those who are in charge of a system that know beyond a shadow of a doubt that what's going on is wrong. If they did find a cure for cancer, why on God's earth wouldn't you let the people have it? Instead of stepping in and nixing it in the bud and then wanting to take over and make money off it. All these damn chemicals and all these freaking surgeries and all these unnecessary pills that carry side effects. Like I said, I had to take my wife off chemo because it nearly killed her. It nearly damn well killed her. And now I have to wait for her to get back on chemo while her body heals. And I'm not too happy about that because I'm scared that if she goes back on it, what will happen? The same thing? I hope and pray not. So like I said, shame on you, America, for your greed and your vileness and your filth of wanting to put money above people, of wanting to put a piece of paper with color green instead of principle and people, or a paper bill. You feel me? People matter, money doesn't. And the Bible says clearly that there's going to come a day, and is coming a day, when all that money is going to be useless. It's not even going to be worth you wiping your butt, like using it to wipe your butt like it were toilet paper. That's how useless money's going to be, because you're going to have to stand before the God of judgment. You have to answer for all that greed. If you don't believe me, take a look at all the crap you see going on right now with this current administration doing all they can to get over, knowing that there are people out there suffering and fighting just to take a breath, that do not make the kind of money that he's sitting up in the bank in the White House making. As far as I'm concerned, as much as I don't like having to work for a living, at least I know one thing. I can go to bed with a clean, clear conscience, knowing I didn't defraud someone and cost them their life, knowing that I didn't wake up with 100 grand in my pocket at the expense of someone else's misery, at the expense of someone else's soul. Here's another question. How much money do you really need to live? Think about it. How much is your life worth? How much is a life worth an equal value of X amount of dollars. Is your life worth $1 million? Is it worth 100 billion? You can't put a price tag on life, on human life. And it seems to me that there are a lot of people out there who are doing just that. In fact, I won't even say that because you got a lot of people out there who don't even care about life. I mean, you see all this craziness going on. I don't watch the news because I have enough depression. I have enough depressing stuff going on around me where I live, unfortunately, and as well as in my own personal life, to be worried about a bunch of whatever's going on out there in the world. There are a few people who say, oh, well, you need to keep informed. No, I don't. I have enough going on in my personal life to know that the world is messed up. I don't need to constantly hear or read. It's depressing enough. You might consider me unenlightened. You might consider me, well, you're not informed. You don't keep informed. You're damn right. I don't keep informed because what do I need to hear about what war is going on in what country, what politician is doing dirt, what celebrity is living it up or doing something stupid. I don't care about that. I really don't. I don't keep up in the fashion. I don't keep up in any of that foolishness. It's not important. What's important is if you wake up in the morning by the grace of God and you're fighting with a disease like cancer, and every breath you take is a gift. And then you got people out here, like I said, who are greedy for lucre, filthy lucre, and gain, and don't care how they get it or where they get it. So yeah, I'm talking to you, insurance companies. I'm talking to you, pharmaceuticals. I'm talking to you, all you surgeons and in America and the so-called medical field. You know what you're doing is wrong. If there was a cure for these diseases, for cancer, and you took it away so you could make money off of somebody else's life, what right do you have to even call yourself a human being? You don't. I would consider you lower than a skunk or a dog to put money above people, to put greed above that of the life of a child or an elderly person or anyone who's struggling to take another breath. But like I said, I'm just ranting off the top of my head because I'm frustrated, I'm tired. And basically, I would like to see something change for the better, for the positive. Not just with my wife's situation, but with anyone who's going through a struggle medically. It saddens me that we live in a society that says that we need to kick money into all this research and stuff, when if what I heard is true, that they already have a cure for this, why wouldn't you share it with people? Are you so greedy for gain and filthy lucre that you rather withhold it and give it out to certain people than to give it out to any and everyone who genuinely needs it? It really bothers me, and I don't like it. I don't think it's right. But anyway, I'm sitting up here waiting on the bus. My boss allowed me to go home. I was going to go ahead and take off from work early so I would have time to go see her in hospice. But she said, hey, look, I understand it's not a biggie. Go home, go be with your wife, and we'll see you first thing Monday. So I'm gonna go home, like I said, get me a shower, probably take me a nap, and then go straight over to hospice and check on her and see how she's doing. I'm really tired, but y'all pray. Y'all pray and ask God to please intervene, not just on her, but those who are struggling with severe illness, be it cancer, be it AIDS. Just pray. Because all this greediness by the medical profession, it needs to be addressed, it needs to be stopped, it needs to be halted. Put a value, you put some sort of value sign, a dollar sign over someone's life versus just saying, look, you need to do the right thing because that's what we're supposed to do, is the right thing. Anyway, I'm a little tired, so I'm going to call it quits. I will see y'all later. Please hit that like and subscribe button. You're watching Old School Fool Rants and Raves on YouTube. Just spewing. Y'all just pray. Remember, that's Old School Fool Rants and Raves on YouTube. Hit that like and subscribe button. Please feel free to leave a comment. Let me know about what you think about what I said or other topics that you might run across I discussed. I will see you people when I see you. Peace out.